아니면 꿈이지도 않았는데 눈이 마주친 순간 빨개진 너의 얼굴이 아직 날 좋아하나 살짝 궁금해 몰래 다가가 널 내 곁에 널 다시 만났던 그날 하필이면 꿈이지도 않았는데 눈이 마주친 순간 빨개진 너의 얼굴이 아직 날 좋아하나 살짝 궁금해 몰래 다가가 놀래켜볼까 이번엔 뭔가 달라 우리 둘 어떨까 하나 둘셋 언제 작년 겨울이 오나 일이 바빠다 문도 잘 못했는데 손에 쥐어진 커피 달달한 향이 다시 떠오르네 아직 날 좋아하나 살짝 궁금해 널 다시 만났던 그날 하필이면 꿈이지도 않았는.
Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Gone Ghost, a Monsterhearts2 miniseries here on the Initiative Order. In case you haven't picked up on the vibe yet, this definitely is not a Danny Phantom stream at all. Never heard of it. We don't know what it is. We've never, it's not anyone's special interest here on this call, but you know what is our special interest here at the Initiative Order? Thanking our sponsors of the channel, which we're going to get out of the way first before we introduce these amazing players. First, I want to thank Session Zero Clothing, creators of awesome TTRPG inspired streetwear. Not this. This is, you know, this is just me saying yarn is my love language. But but they could make stuff like that maybe. If you want TTRPG inspired streetwear that helps you kind of fit in and be cool while being nerdy, you can use code ORDER at checkout for 15% off your purchase. And then our second sponsor for the evening is Norse Foundry, creators of artisan stone and metal dice. If you want to roll those dice and have it like feel like the weight and heft of a nice solid set underneath your hands as you're rolling that nat 1, hey, that makes it so much more worth it, right? If you use code TIO, that's T as in Tango, I as in India, O as in Order, 15, you'll get 15% off your purchase at Norse Foundry. We will thank our other two sponsors near the end of the stream, but before we do, Pluto, do you want to go ahead and give us a little intro video?
I should have kept you close, I should have held you tighter, 'cause in my book you were my favorite chapter. And when we left each other, damn, what was I thinking? Thought there was no answer, so blinded to believing. Now you're probably thousands of miles away, and it's been years since I've seen your smiling face. And even though I took measures for all my pain, I still dream about you lately and hallucinate. Yeah. Lost lady, where have you gone? Please come back to my heart. I'm here waiting for you to go. Oh, I never should have let you go. Feel it. I wish I could find out for you. I spend my nights alone, 'cause without you in my life, I'm always feeling lost, waiting, where have you gone? Please come back to my arms. I'm out here waiting for your call. Oh, I should have never let you go.
Welcome back, ghosties. I hope you enjoyed that intro video. That just gives you a little hint as to what to expect over the course of the next couple hours. But I would love to introduce to you our lovely players tonight. And then we'll go into a quick recap, and then we'll just let the shit fly, I think is the best way, because we left it on like 6 coat hangers, cliffhangers last week. Or coat hangers, whatever. So let's see. Yeah, just like
just hung them up in our closet. It's fine.
yeah,
The closet we've been out of for ages.
Except for
Yeah.
the trauma.
yeah. We are not in the trauma closet. Thank the chokey, as it's called in Matilda. Anyway, sorry. All right, let's have everyone introduce themselves, give a quick intro of who you are, what your pronouns are, your character and your character's pronouns, and the playbook you're using. So first, you know what? We went Lubo first last time. So Elle, who are you? Pluto?
Everyone, I am Pluto. My pronouns are they, them. I am playing Elle Fetton. Her pronouns are she, her, and I am using the Infernal playbook.
Perfect. Apple, you weren't here last time. Welcome. Yay, Glaiza. Who are
Yeah.
you?
Who am I? I'm Glaiza. I go by they, them. Today I will be playing Apple Diyablo, because I have the subtlety of a fucking hammer. And I am playing the Devil Playbook.
Hell yeah. Wonderful. Why did I forget your actual name, Casper? I stared at you and I was like, what is your
In
name?
this Black History
Yeah,
Month.
for somebody to say
I
it.
didn't want to say it, but say yeah.
Hi, I'm Casper. My pronouns are they, them. I will be playing Amber, who is a siren, whose pronouns are also she, her.
Perfect. I was like, oh, did we get a pronoun change? Wonderful.
No, she, her.
We said at the top of the game that I have Swiss cheese brain tonight. I'm so sorry. All right. Natalie, Ava, who are you?
Hello, my darlings and dears. I am Madam Ava. I'll be playing Natalie Gray. Both of us use she, her pronouns, and I'm playing out of the Witch Playbook. You get the fan at the end.
Excellent. And wow, Swiss cheese brained again. Angela, fuck me. Shit, I'm so sorry. Angela, wait.
Flip it.
I was
phrased that
waiting for
wrong.
an invitation.
Ayo?
Was that a request?
Anyways.
Heyo.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was about to say.
How
Heyo.
come I didn't get asked?
Look, be here for all of the sessions next time.
Wow.
I'm kidding. I'm kidding. I know
My
why you're
brain
here.
is beyond Swiss cheese. It's brie. It's melted. Like, it's just okay.
Fondue?
Anyway.
Yeah, it's fondue brain. That's where we're at tonight, everybody. Hello there, everyone. My name is Angela Lemos Mogrovejo. I use she, her pronouns, and I'll be playing Rosemary Saucedo, who is the Bedlam playbook. And I look forward to introducing you to more of my Alice in Wonderland inspired ridiculousness and or trauma, both in equal measure.
Perfect. And last but not least, AJ, who are you?
Hi, I'm AJ, also known as Sushi Kid. I go by he, they, and I will be playing Lubo, he, him, of the werewolf playbook. And I said that I was a mixture of bandit and death. So, am I doing it correctly? Who knows?
Are we doing anything correctly? I think that's the right question to ask. All right, everybody. Well, thank you so much for those intros. I'm Amber. I am your game master for the next couple of weeks. If you missed last week's episode, not to worry, here's a quick recap. So this game of Monsterhearts is being set in the fictional world of Genial Grove, which definitely is not Amity Park from Danny Phantom. I didn't use thesaurus. So what's going on here is Genial Grove has had these accords for the past 4 years following an explosion that has killed three members of the wow, let me check my names. Farrer family about 4 years ago, and to protect the humans from further paranormal activity, the accords were set into place that restricts any monstrous or paranormal powers from being used out in the open. However, here we are 4 years on. There was set to be a memorial for the fallen members of the Farrer family, with the one remaining member, Dane, present at Genial Grove University. Yet the celebration did not go as planned, and some hinky shit came up, including exposing the president of the university, Ivan Markov, as a monster, although he claimed to be a huge proponent of these accords. And these lovely folks here decided to do a whole bunch of other shit, including hold a concert like Amber did, that raucously, entertained the masses and detracted from the memorial that was set to happen on the quad. However, Natalie and Lubo were present at this memorial that had like it was just bad, just like a bad clown was there and like a bouncy castle. But yeah, they were there through obligation. we had Rosemary and Elle were present as well. They were originally at Amber's concert, but then ended up coming to support Natalie, but also, I don't know, I forgot why they left. Yeah, but Rosemary in a moment of isolation and sadness attempted to open up a portal into the ghost zone, but ended up actually bringing in a stronger threat instead. And so, if we are ready, take a seat, roll your shoulders back, make sure you have a drink and a snack. Let's get comfortable and dive into the world of Genial Grove again. So I think we need to address the devil on our shoulder first and kind of check in on Apple, since Apple was missing last episode, and that's fine. Apple, I think we talked about right before the game started that you were definitely like in the VIP of Amber's concert, right? Like on the side stage.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. How what does it look like to you when you're actually, hold on, before we even get into that, Amber, can you describe yourself like in the throes of your, like the peak of your performance, just like absorbing all of the energy and the vibes from the crowd and what you look like here?
Everybody chanting my name.
Mhm.
Yeah, I'm basking in that, like shredding on the guitar, out in front of everybody. The band behind me is just is also just rocking out as we tend to do. But like my hair is pulled back into this like blue ponytail, and is being whipped around. It looks like flames, and it looks like it's growing, but obviously that's impossible. So it's not. But like it looks like flames whipping around behind me.
Wonderful. And like, how sorry. when it comes to like shredding on your guitar, like, do you have any particular movements that you take, or like is there a way that you're interacting on the stage itself? Or
Yeah, well, how do I best put this? So like I'm at the front of the stage and since this is just like people can easily, like, I'm so far on the edge of the stage that people can easily grab me if they want to.
Okay.
They don't, because their arms are just like in the air trying to, like, I don't know.
Attempting to crowd surf.
Yes.
Or trying to start one.
Yes, trying to start one. And I'm like, I'm not feeling the crowd surfing right now, so I'm looking out over everyone until I find Santana in the crowd. Now, like, give her a wink as I like rock out some more.
She does like the Debbie Ryan thing, and I hope you know what the fuck I mean. I love how everyone knew it except Pluto. I'm sorry. I have to send you that. Yeah, she does like the thing, but I hope it's cuter in this moment. No.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. Santana, I imagine, is like this, you know, I imagine her as just very beautiful, alluring, but you know,
I keep seeing Naya Rivera, so like
that's actually how I imagine her too. So
Naya Rivera being all
Sapphics right here, like,
yeah,
rest in peace. But all right, but yeah, so Apple, you are obviously, I mean, you're close enough with Amber to know like exactly what you need to do to get to the side stage, but like, what does it feel like to you to like watch the crowd from this angle at this. Mind you, we're in the gym of the university. This is like an impromptu like pop-up show that was put up in the gym. Yeah, so it's like there's a ton of students from the university here because Amber, as part of her siren spell, convinced everyone to come. Right. So there's a good like couple hundred kids here.
How long has the concert been running?
Amber, what would you say? It's so weird saying my name so many times.
How long is Ivan been talking?
I think he did. Oh, go ahead.
Yeah, I would probably say it started a little bit before the memorial, just to make sure that no one would go to the memorial.
Yeah, I was gonna say the same thing. Like my pre-show was while they were setting up the memorial, and then like my sound check was happening, and then I finished my first song, and then the memorial started, and then we've been just kind of building off that energy since. So yeah, it looks like it's gonna be another 7-hour set for me.
Awesome.
Oh no, I feel so bad.
It looks like I am always what I call fashionably late. I'm always on my own time, and when I arrive, that's precisely when everyone needs me to arrive, and that's perfectly fine. I would say I arrive around 2 hours into the concert, and for whatever reason, I don't even have like a bodyguard around me, but people are like just moving away as I walk through, making sure they make space for me. Nobody touches me out of like reverence is what I want to say. And so I walk into this concert, and I make my way to the side of the stage, just making sure that nobody touches me, because while I'm walking, though, I can hear a lot of like whispers. Technically not whispers from like not spoken whispers, but just whispers of desire that I can hear from other people, just different kinds of, this is what I want, this is what I need, this is all that. And Apple is enjoying hearing all those things and taking mental notes of when they can pull certain things and certain strings, and they just smile, and they stand there right near where Santana is, and is just smiling up at Amber, as I am very much listening or vibing to hear the feelings that Santana might have.
I don't want to violate Twitch TOS.
It's spicy. It'd be spicy.
It's spicy.
But Santana's thoughts. This is good. All right, Angela. Santana's thoughts definitely would violate Twitch TOS, but I mean, there is an element of like, yes, being entranced by the siren call, but also like, there's something in like, here, actually do this for me. Mm-hmm. What powers do you have?
I have Give to Get, Master of the Inferno, and Center of the Seven.
Okay, I was seeing if you had anything that could maybe read her mind, but I think
it's more of vibes, really. Like, yeah, it wasn't really reading her mind. Like I just have a feeling.
Yeah, you're able to like. Yeah, I'm not even gonna like have you roll for anything. I just like when dice rolls. But yeah, you get the vibes that like there's definitely like intense sexual tension, but also this like potential of like social climbing coming off of Santana, and like, a little bit of calculation there.
I'm gonna look at Amber and I will wave and smile at her.
I give you the black person nod, which is just the sup. Because my hands are busy at the moment, I'm not gonna wave at you.
Yeah.
And then I also like nod for you to come backstage. And like that nod is also like, yo, bring her.
Awesome. Apple
You
is gonna
essentially
do
just did 3 nods. Up.
like so, and then Apple
Nonverbal
down,
communication.
down.
We're good with
Uh,
that.
You did the
Apple-
Konami code in nuts.
Apple absolutely gets that, and also just for fun would do a little like ask. I will look at Santana and I would go, do you want to go to the backstage with me?
You're asking me if I want to go backstage?
Uh-huh.
Oh, I mean, with you?
Yeah.
Um,
I'm a VIP usually with Amber's concerts.
Oh, well, yeah, and she does the Debbie Ryan thing again because that's all I can think about. And she does the Debbie Ryan thing, and it would be an honor to meet someone of Amber's influence.
Of course it would be. Yeah, go ahead and follow me. And I do walk in front of her. But before I do, I give Amber a look and I give Santana, basically I look at between them and then I go and then I walk to the backstage, knowing that Santana is following me.
I think Santana places like a very delicate hand on your shoulder. You probably clock that her nails are like perfectly manicured. But she has the front, like the pointer and the middle finger manicured shorter than the yeah.
Yep. Understood.
Yes, that was an AO, correct. Yes, that was.
So, and I walk to the backstage, and who's at the backstage?
I mean, right now it's just right now backstage is just, oh god, what the fuck did I name him? Decker. Decker who is Dane's best friend. He's like the he has like his red beret on. He's his, oh my god, why am I struggling to describe this character that I've known for so many years? He's got like this red beret on, like he's very, what the fuck is wrong with me?
You've got this.
I'm
Come on.
struggling. All I'm seeing is a stoplight.
Amber, take a pause, breathe. Remember, none of us are going to judge you for needing a second to say words.
Yeah, I have
You're
to
good.
restart sentences all the time. Go ahead.
I cannot tell you. I've been like, oh my god, I've been like in so many trainings this week because I'm changing like job titles and everything. Anyway, he is a black student. He wears a red beret. I mean, he's got like those like thick hipster glasses. I mean, he's very much like focused into like doing the AV and the lighting and everything right now. But there's other people like who are acting as roadies and backstage. No one else of importance really, but Decker's there.
Just a bunch of band kids that I convinced to hang out.
Hell yeah.
To do this.
You would probably recognize that is all Lubo's tech.
Yeah, Lubo set it all up. Decker's just running.
Mm-hmm. I'm going to offer Santana a seat, and I'm going to sit down next to her.
All right, so she's going to keep her hand on your shoulder where it is, and she'll be like, so how do you know Amber?
We're good friends. How do you want to know Amber?
It's because it's my name too, and so I'm like, just take the fork in my brain and scramble it.
Focus.
Yes. Also, we're on day 3 of getting back on my meds, and this is a weird combo today. I'm so sorry. So she taps her fingers on your shoulder, like rolling them, and she goes, I don't know. I'm open to anything.
Well, you gotta use your words. I gotta use your words, Mel. I can't give you what you want if you won't tell me.
Hold on. Let me look at her power. Let me look at her powers, because I actually might have something for this.
Well, she wants that TOS.
Just tell me what you want, baby.
She looks over her shoulder, and there's there, like, in the crowd, there's still a friend of she connects eyes with she connects eyes with a girl in the crowd of Middle Eastern descent, who is so enthralled in the performance that she's not even like paying attention to the fact that she's gone. There was also like a tall, like buff Korean man who is also just very like enamored with Amber, and so she just, you know, does that check of, okay, my friends are here, comes back to you and says, I guess I could afford to go missing for a little while, getting to know Amber biblically.
I had a feeling that's what you wanted.
I mean, how could you not? The charisma, the power, it just rolls off of her in waves, and I want to see what else rolls off of her in waves.
If I make that happen, will you owe me? You can see I'm very well connected with Amber.
Yeah, I'll owe you. But you have to... Yeah, I'll owe you.
All right.
Promise to be friends?
Maybe. We'll see.
I'll take a maybe.
Good. Because that's what you'll get. All right, well, enjoy the show from over here. I'm gonna go somewhere else. And I'm sure you'll be very satisfied.
Oh. The pleasure is all mine.
I know. And then I just stand up and leave. And I am going to go to the side to make sure that Amber can see me. And then I'm going to go do this. Because Amber knows I'm a dork. But I'm going to go backstage. All the hand signals that says backstage, waiting for you, do it whenever you're ready. Got it.
Like this
Whatever.
signal, literally this.
Whatever, whatever you want. It's good.
It's like the Naruto. I mean, this is
Naruto, like jutsu. I'm like, you got it.
Just turns into fucking
jutsu.
Yeah, it's a whole nother version of Taught Dojutsu.
Yeah, I'm probably going to finish my set. Finish up this song. Leave the stage while everyone's like cheering and like go for a quick glass of water.
Yeah, I bet you're thirsty.
I bet you are.
And just to specifically talk to you, Santana, before I go back out for my encore, and then wrap everything up.
I think this. Oh, go ahead.
I do use my gift to get power, which means I get 1 advancement because Santana asked for it. And 2, I am about to supply their desire, whether physical or not. So that means I get a string on Santana.
Okay, sick. Let me put that on her character sheet real quick.
I know exactly what playbook you're using, Amber, and I'm just like, oh, you done fucked up, Apple. You done fucked up.
Hold on, Apple. What? Oh my God. Where's my? I had to remember how you spelled your last name. Diyablo. Okay.
Diyablo. You know, the devil.
Yeah.
I am the devil
Exactly.
from the Bible.
Here's an apple.
By the way, did you know that I am Lucifer, Lord of the Flies? Anyway.
Actually, it's technically Beelzebub if we're being proper, actually.
Okay, one quick sidebar. In the Visigoths versus Morgoths game that I'm running for Bad House right now, I wrote a custom playbook for Fabian called the Anime Kid, and one of his powers is actually.
God.
Lord.
He didn't want to be a furry, so I was like, just we'll work something out for you. So
It's lost. That's how that works.
I make no comments on this.
So, all right. I think this is actually a great time now that the trap has been set, the bait has been laid, or will be laid soon. Yeah, I think we should shift over to the bullshit that's about to go down here on.
Before we shift, I'm just gonna send Lubo a text message.
Oh,
and
perfect.
Go, where are you at? And that's it.
Oh, is this supposed to? Am I supposed to?
Yeah, you're gonna respond.
No, he left. He leaves you on. He leaves you on
I
red.
thought we were. I thought. You know.
This could be the transition.
That's
This
just
could be the
me.
Bark, bark,
That's just
motherfucker,
me
respond.
responding to the thing, where are you at? And then that's it. And then you can all fade away to somewhere else.
I was like, I don't know. There's like a whole ass portal opening.
That's fair. You know what? I would be distracted too. Also, when people say "where you at," remember Boost Mobile from like 2005, and the ads for.
Mhm.
Okay.
Yep.
Yeah. Sorry.
I-
That just memory
Same
unlocked.
spot.
Okay, so yeah, I think the camera like pans over from here to Lubo's phone, like on the table, and the notification of like "where are you at" from Apple lights up. But there's so much else going on here that like you're probably not checking your phone for notifications. From your table at the AV desk, from the audio board, Lubo, you see like the beginnings of utter chaos about to unravel, because that email revealing President Markov as a vampire, as one of you all, as he masqueraded as a human for the last however long, it's a pretty big bombshell, and he is a little fucked up, and students are pissed, but also at the same time we have the emergence of a giant robotic ghost coming from a rabbit-shaped portal that was cut through time and space by Rosemary. He's got like these thick combat boots, like he's strapped. I mean, he's packing all kinds of heat, and he's got like a little green flame mohawk going on, and then finally Elle ducked underneath like the punch bowl table. Yeah, what there's so much going on. What do you do?
So, okay, I have two questions.
I could potentially have two answers.
All right. One, did we determine that this was in the quad? So this is an outdoor.
Yeah, this is 100% outdoors.
Yeah. Okay. This is not the second question. This is a follow-up to the first question. How is it dark out? Is the moon out?
I would say it is about, so like it was supposed to be about 5 when this celebration started.
Mm-hmm.
So I would argue it's like 5:45, 6. So maybe like as the sun is like, yeah, but not the moon's not fully out yet.
Coolio. All right, so that's okay.
Rest in peace, Coolio.
2. Okay, 2, is this actually Amber's ex? And would I recognize this as Amber's ex? Because I feel like out of the whole group, me and Apple would recognize someone that's not supposed to be at shows anymore.
100% this is Amber's ex. But probably haven't. Amber, have you seen Hunter over the last 4 years at all, or when did you date him?
Yeah, no, we dated like 6 years ago, and it lasted for a little bit. But then he got kind of clingy, and I realized women are awesome. So I kind of like cut that off. Men are great too, but like
But women, good grief.
But women.
but women.
But women.
Yes, but women. So yeah, for the past 4 years I've been exploring like me being bi and like not tied down. And so yeah, I haven't seen him in 4 years.
Well, luckily you're not here in this moment. But yeah, not Apple. Lubo, you would recognize him. Robots don't really change. Or, you know.
I mean, he could have done something else with his robotness,
his mohawk used to be purple. Now it's green. The end.
It was a breakup color dye.
Yeah.
It's
Okay.
been 4 years. Get over it.
It's been 4 years. That's a whole presidential cycle. Anyway, so yeah, what do you do? Do you
I think like seeing the notification, like it probably happened as seeing the email, being like, damn, looking up, seeing the portal, being like, shit. And then looking back at the phone, seeing Apple's text and like, and also seeing the time and be like, there's so much things happening right now. I think Lubo will shoot a text to Apple real quick of like the danger triangles and Hunter at Memorial. Man, and then shoot, I think it's just going to show up over the table and throw a chair. Just like, go away.
You know what? I'm gonna call that lashing out violently. Or lashing out physically. Absolutely lash out physically. And roll with volatile, please. I think before Hunter can even say anything, before he can even, like take in the scene, you throw this chair at it and you like yeet it. Just
That's gonna be a 12.
Oh my god. Yeah. You rolled a 12 to hit the other guy too. I think.
Yeah, I rolled a 6 and a 4, and I have a +2 to volatile.
Incredible. Yeah, you deal him 1 harm. You bean him, just completely knock him over the head. And he stumbles back a little bit. I think he's probably like right in front of Rosemary too. Like he stumbles back, threatening to like, kind of fall over on Rosemary. But he takes, you also, oh wait, no, never mind.
I should probably bring up the moves. Let's see what
Yeah. They're in Discord. I think I've tagged them somewhere. Or here, let me do this.
Oh, they choke up momentarily before they can react.
I have the moves right next to me, so.
I was just checking to see if I get anything else, but no, it's just harm and they choke up. Nope.
Yeah. Rosemary, we have this big robot man threatening to step on you and Natalie, and we'll get to Danny in just a second because I know you have some big bullshit planned, so that's why I'm saving you for last.
I'm probably gonna do a roll in the moment to see what the transformation looks like. There's 2 options, so.
Exactly. That's why. All right. So Rosemary, Natalie, you might not recognize this man as your friend's ex, but he's, Lubo bonked him, just completely doinked. Nope, doinked is not the right word. Just completely bonked him. So what do you do? Do you like also attempt? Do you just follow the lead and just like, or?
So I made a quiet roll, just to see what weapons does she maybe have, because the wiki does have a list of the weapons that she has used. So I think what's going to happen is once she finishes reading the email, she looks over at Ivan. It was like, ooh. But then she sees the portal's like, fuck, damn it, not right now. And she whips back around. Then she sees the chair, it's like, fine, fuck it. And she like whips her backpack around and she's gonna press a button for the cannon to come out.
Totally reasonable.
It's literally exactly like, not counting the visor, there's 20 weapons that she has on this wiki.
It's true.
So,
it's true.
So I got the cannon.
That's amazing.
I don't want to deal with this right now. She's gonna try to shoot at it.
Are you sure we're playing Monsterhearts? Are we not playing Spelljammer right now or something? Are you sure?
You know what? I'll allow it. That's hot as hell. That's sexy as hell. I want my woman to just pull out a giant cannon. So that's so sapphic. Okay, sorry. Roll to lash out physically.
Oh yeah.
I promise I wanted this session to be all about emotion, but I'm also here for...
People have chosen violence.
Look,
this game is also about violence. So
also
anger is an emotion.
Anger is an emotion. 12? Holy shit. Yeah. You caused him 1 harm.
And it was the bisexual dice too, so that makes it funnier.
Oh, yes.
You caused him 1 harm and he like stumbles forward. I don't think he was ready. I don't think he was even ready to like be summoned automatically from a place. And so like he leaves like a giant boot print in the ground as he like falls forward. But Rosemary, what do you do?
I've been trying to figure that out in light of everything happening, because Wait, let me see if I could find voicing.
Listen, he could take like
she's-
a small little crumble of hits and probably be sent back to the ghost zone. I'm just saying.
I think that she is actually very vulnerable right now and is trying not to panic at the moment because I think she just screamed as loudly as she can in order to let out the wail and was not expecting something else to come in. She was expecting to disappear, and now she's still stuck here in a world that she feels like no one remembers her.
Oh.
Is that the
Yeah.
emotions you
let me
wanted,
phrase that
Amber?
better.
Is that
No
the
one-
emotions you wanted?
let me rephrase that. No one wants to remember her. It's out of as has been said multiple times, obligation.
Ow.
You wanted
Ow.
emotions, Amber.
I did,
This
but
is
that
what you get.
Rosemary picked a different kind of violence.
truly.
I don't know if I think actually, you know what, I'm gonna go for keep the story feral. I think she actually runs at Hunter and starts yelling like, I was supposed to be going to you, not you coming here. Why am I stuck here?
He is like you. Okay, he is like on all fours on the ground right now. What? So do you like pull him up by the lapels or something, or?
I think that actually because she takes her cane to a lot of places that she goes. I think given that this man's just been shot with a cannon and also been beamed across the face with a chair, I think she just sets the cane down, like on his foot, like the end of it just pressing into it, and is just kind of like mad, but it's the kind of mad that's like, I'm running on rage in order to not cry. So yeah, that's where she's at.
He looks up at you, his eyes soulless, no pupils, no emotion or anything behind it, just pure confusion and like a little bit of rage. But he looks up at you. I didn't want to be here with you either. Why would anyone want to be up here with you? Why would anyone want to be up here with anyone? And I think that's a good place for Danny to come in. Oh, I can see Pluto like...
You motherfucker, you're hurting my friend. About to
Okay.
malice.
So Elle, I rolled, and it's going to be the more stable transformation. So Elle comes out from under the ground between Rose and Skulker, pushes Rose. Hunter.
Because
You slipped too, okay? So you
Bush
threw me off
Hartman
with
is
Danny.
litigious. Bush Hartman's litigious. I ain't getting no sued, bitch. No.
Between Rose and Hunter, pushing Rose back as she comes out of intangibility, and with the same like upward movement, uppercutting Hunter in the jaw. As she comes out from the ground, she looks completely different. Her hair is completely white with like the last like few inches at the end are like a glowing neon green. She's a black sleeveless crop top with a white D on her chest, and then black leggings with green thigh-high boots on. But yeah, there's just like a trail of green energy. She comes up from the ground and just goes for that uppercut right to his jaw.
Yeah, roll for lashing out physically.
Yeah. And because I suck at volatile, I am going to use my fifth thing. It's supposed to be my darkest self, but I'm going to add +2 to this roll, so I get a +1 instead of a -1.
You're activating your darker self?
Yep.
I had nothing to do with it.
And that saved it from being negative and made it a 13. A 12, sorry. But yeah, I rolled a 12 on that.
Oh my god. Okay. I do also just want to note for the record, since we did talk about Paramore earlier, I have Brick by Boring Brick playing.
Yeah, but
Okay, anyway.
going through the transformation and the what's the other move called? The dark power flows through you. That puts my strains with Ivan up to 5, which enters my darkest self.
Oh,
so we can get to what happens with that after this gets off. But yeah.
Oh fuck. So in order to activate that, you have to give somebody more
Yeah, it's
strength.
whoever I pull my power from, which in this case we talked is Ivan. Yeah. I have an idea how to get back out of that without having to actually do stuff for him, so we'll get to that when it comes up. Yeah, so I connect solidly on that attack, and then I just kind of put myself between Hunter and Rose and tell him to fuck off.
You punch him hard. Like he's already like in a lot of pain from like his foot being like trapped beneath the cane. He's gotten binged. That's not the right word, Amber. He's gotten a chair thrown at his head. If he were a person, he probably would be concussed because of Lubo. Thanks. But
killed by me.
Yeah, truly. And the cannon just like all of this going on. I think all of this hold on.
Can I say with the 12 and the trajectory when I uppercut him, can I try to uppercut him towards the portal?
I think the portal's closed, right, Rosemary?
Did it close?
Does it close as soon as somebody come through?
Give me 1 second. I'm pulling the exact move. To slip into supernatural worlds such as an afterlife, a fairy court or parallel dimension, roll with dark. On a 10 up, you can get by reasonably well there and can make your way back easily. On a 7 and 9, choose one and need to find another way back. Something escapes into the mundane world, or you enter your darkest self. Depending on how you take it, I don't think the portal's closed just yet. I think it really only closes whenever Rosemary actually tries to close it. As far as I can tell. The way rules is written, there's no closing entailed in it. There's just an opening.
Yeah, no, you're right. I think what I'm gonna do though, to lean into the ferality, is he didn't ask for any of this. He didn't ask for the physical abuse. He didn't ask. He didn't ask for the the guilting. None of it. He's gonna slip into his darkest self and go invisible. And just, as soon as he lands from that last punch, Elle, and he's on his back, kind of arms akimbo. He wipes a bit of ectoplasm from his mouth, and just fuck you all, and then goes invisible. But you all swear that you can still hear his voice on the air afterwards as he says, "No one ever wants me around anyway."
Question.
Enjoy yourself, Rosemary.
I have a quick question. Does he hear my concert because I am playing obnoxiously loud?
No.
Okay.
Honestly,
Yeah.
and he's probably way too mad to even care right now.
He's got some ringing in his ear from getting a chair thrown at his head, and
then
also a
getting
close-up
shot at.
cannon.
Yeah, he got a lot of shots to the dome in succession.
Honestly, he deserves therapy because, that sucked.
Yeah, it sucks a little bit. Yeah. I think going into the darkest self really makes sense in this moment.
Made Hunter
speaking
a
of
ghost?
darkest self, Elle's probably doing the pixelated glitchy stuff around her body now. Very every few seconds her body seems glitch out of phase. Random parts of her go intangible and her eyes are starting to glow green as she enters her darkest self.
I think as that happens, you lock eyes with Ivan Ivan locks eyes with you from the stage. He is shaken, and like there are like more and more students starting to like pour in from, you know, various parts of the campus at this point. Now the email has made its rounds and started circling through, you know, through the student networks, because this asshole has been lying to everyone for the past 4 years. We love to see it. What, politicians lie?
What?
Never. Wow. I never would have
Sounds fake.
imagined. And he is shaking from like rage, and not just rage, but like having everything bottom out beneath him. He cranes a finger out to you on like this and beckons you forward, feeling that like connection between the two of you with all of those strings feel stronger than ever. And it's not just one finger, it's the two finger come here.
Can I shoot at him? Can I try to shoot at him?
Do what you wish.
Yeah,
I also want to know where's like, you know, we'll resolve this and then go back to Apple and Amber here in a second. But yeah, he come here.
I
Yeah,
look
yeah.
back to make sure Rose is good. I'm like, are you okay?
A question for Elle. Has Rosemary seen Elle ever be in like the falling apart stage?
No, I would have been stable during the fight that I saved you. I don't think Elle would have been too deep into it. So it's probably the first time you've seen her go like unstable.
I think immediately the first thing she does is it's seeing you start to go unstable. She immediately, like, I think almost like immediately wraps around you with both her arms, like drops the cane and is like, you could tell is visibly in a bit of pain and discomfort, but is like holding on to you like, no, please stay, please don't go.
Elle sighs and wraps her arms around you, but like you have to keep readjusting your grip because different parts of my body just keep going intangible. So you have to like reposition every few seconds so you don't just slip through. But yeah,
like hug and then slip.
Yeah, it's like full body shaken, but then just the intangibility is just like really making it hard to keep the hug. But yeah, I'll just like.
And it's probably like pieces of it aren't like fully going. Like only some parts go and then other parts stay. So I'm like, my hand will try and rest in the shoulder. It'll go through and then I'll get onto the waist and then just the edge of the waist fades.
Yeah.
I noticed this, and instead of trying to help with trying to stabilize Elle, she's gonna turn to Ivan and just look at him with that just dead glare. I guess it's time for me to start hunting again. And that is so lashing out, that's volatile, making sure. That's an 8.
An 8. Okay, so this is what happens. I would say you're pretty far back, right? Like you're in the backish with Lubo, being there because you just don't want to be close to Ivan unless you absolutely have to. So it makes sense that like maybe your cannon doesn't have as much efficacy, especially since you're trying not to hit other people, right? So you do cause him harm. Okay. That is something that happens, but you also choose one of the 3 of here. They learn something about your true nature and gain a string on you. That I decide how bad the harm turns out, or you become your darkest self.
You can decide how bad her harm is.
A mistake for Mitski to be playing right now. So I think as he's like beckoning Elle to come up, and he, instead of like doing the like cute dad hop off the stage that he like did last time, actually it was circled by Mitski, but also a very good option. He instead just like full hops off the stage, like no hesitation, just but then as he's like stalking towards where you all are standing and gathered in the back, as this like fight breaks out between you all and Hunter, and it's attracting students who are like starting to circle up, you aim your cannon at him and get him square in the heart, and it causes him harm for sure, but it also lays him out on his back. And it looks bad. Like, it lays him out on his back. He's knocked out. And even more hell breaks loose. But I think before that happens, we're going to go back to Amber and Apple.
God damn it.
For a bit of levity.
Horny! Rage! Horny!
It's horny time, baby!
No,
All right.
man.
Sadness!
God.
Horny!
We have a word for that. It's called shorny. Sad and horny.
All right.
Oh.
It's perfect. I receive the text and I look at it, and it's the danger triangle, and Hunter is, what was
Hunter at Memorial.
Hunter at Memorial. Do I know who Hunter is?
My
Do I
ex.
even care?
He's my ex.
That's more the important. Do you care about?
Do you give a shit
Do
about
I care?
exes? I don't give a shit about exes.
And I would know that Amber, do you care that Hunter is here? Like, is that something that you would
I'm
care about at all?
I am legit too busy right now.
Perfect. And since that is the feeling that Amber has, Apple looks at the phone and replies, "No," and then puts the phone away, and then just like watches and waits for Amber to like just sort of step off the stage, just so that, you know, just to get her attention before she goes back, just to give her a little bit of a warning, maybe about
Okay.
what is waiting for her behind backstage.
Well, then you'd see me like hit my final chord, and like sing the chorus and have it all echo, and like I'm reaching for my collar to like take it off before I head out, head backstage, and that's, yeah.
I give my hand, so like you can give it to me if you want to. I'll hold on to it.
Oh no, I plan on using this.
Oh, okay, perfect. And then I take out chain leash, just in case you need other things.
You get me.
Always here for you.
Yeah. Have fun with Lubo.
Sure.
Cool. And then I'm gonna go to Santana.
Do you perform as well in bed as you do on stage?
Yeah, before she says anything, or like before she can react, I put my collar around her neck. Pull her close, and it's like, you'll see. Come on. And walk her out. Walk her out of the gym.
Bark, bark, ma'am.
I didn't tell you.
AJ had to leave.
AJ's like,
Honestly, I kind of do too. I need more to drink.
a little. Okay.
No, I would be like, I didn't tell you to speak yet, sweetie. And then, yeah. Yep. Okay. Who else did I break? Yes, I got it. I got Amber. Yes,
come
that's what I
on.
wanted.
I did this.
Really?
I'm
It's me and Pluto over here who are the ones holding out. The rest of y'all leave.
I'm still here.
I mean, I've experienced Casper doing this like 4 or 5 times now, so
Yeah,
I'm a little
I mean,
I'm desensitizing slightly to it.
We'll fix that later,
I got
Pluto.
nothing but like 80% trans gals for friends. This is like Tuesday. They're also trans game devs, so it's even more like Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday.
I did need to actually get a water, and so that was just a perfect opportunity for me to hydrate.
While they're doing that, I am going to walk. I'm not gonna like speed or anything. I'm just gonna walk towards
Mosey.
Towards where the memorial is, because that's the last known location of Lubo, I think.
Yeah, and Lubo's there. I think you hear like the sound of chaos before you actually see the quad. Oh yeah, go ahead.
I wanted to, because students are now coming in to the quad, right?
Yeah.
I think like after getting the Luba would have texted back, I'm cutting it way too close. I need to leave now. And like if anyone was looking at Lubo at that moment, like his hands on his face, and you get kind of like the gold glare in his eye as he like literally shut everything down and just go to his van.
With that response, I'm gonna change my whole moseying there. I'm gonna go to my parked motorcycle, and I'm just gonna go straight there. And of course I have a motorcycle.
No, I'm like, that's the best
Have you
decision,
seen
and
the
it
drip?
makes me so happy to hear the fucking devil
look
has a
at the drip.
motorcycle. It's a
Yeah,
good
that
decision.
definitely
It's the
fits.
devil
That's
in
a
my
comment of
excitement.
approval.
My headphones got pulled out, so give me a moment. I can't hear anything.
I just immediately thought of the Ghost Rider motorcycle.
But yes, I do
Yes.
have a motorcycle. Obviously. Uh-huh. And whatever. Apple is cool. Glaiza is not cool. So I
Congrats.
motorcycle.
I think it would
Put her there.
I think after that text it'd probably be just meet me at spot.
So I, go to where the spot is immediately. And I wait for, I don't know who gets there first. It would probably be me that gets there first, because my motorcycle, can weave through whatever a lot quicker. And I just wait for Lubo to show up.
I would say by the time you get to the spot, the moon is definitely out at the very least. It might not be like all the way up in the sky, but it's out and visible. The moon is round, and you can almost like looking at the moon, you can almost like feel its weight hanging in the sky as it appears larger than normal, almost as a portent of things to come.
That's no good. That's no good. Yeah, Lubo shut everything down that was like that he would have control over, and like doesn't even bother packing up the stuff, just grabs his phone and heads to his van and drives out, like trying to hold it together. If you are
think you're
talking, you are
muted.
muted.
That's LOL. Okay. Give me a keep your cool roll. That is so what are you afraid of right now? Like wolfing out fully before you get there?
Yes.
Okay. Roll plus cold.
There's my failure. That's a 5.
Take experience. Definitely take experience. You're gonna need it.
Yeah.
But I would say this would trigger, instead of how far away from the campus is your meeting spot?
I feel like I don't think this campus is like the center of town.
No, it's not.
Cool. It would be like as like a little bit outside of town.
Yeah, like on the outskirts. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like the main thing you cross into when you get into the town. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So the spot is a little outside of that.
Okay. Is it, because I'm gonna propose something to you.
Okay.
And you can tell me if this does or does not feel right. Because of a failure, I was gonna say, if you wanted to, I could give you a success on a runaway, just an automatic success on a runaway. But you would be wolfy and abandon your car.
Yeah, I can't drive that car if I'm wolfy. Yeah. No, yeah. Yeah, I'm just trying to get away from this crowd of people that is now amassing to probably I'm trying to run away to one of the only people that can probably withstand an attack from me.
Yeah, I would say you're able to like make it just off campus enough that people won't be able to see you, because you did hold it together long enough to get to your car and drive at least a mile or so. But like once the remaining way, you would have to like run in wolf form.
So I think it probably got in my car, drove a bit, and then like it got to a point of like the moon coming out from the clouds, and then just like making eye contact with it and just being like, shit, and just like fully diving out of my car.
Yeah, the man in the moon like gave you a nod, and then you were like, fine.
Fuck you. And just fully diving out of my car and just rolling to just running.
All right, hell yeah. I think we'll resolve this in just a minute. We have just a couple of minutes before break, but I kind of want to go back to Amber for just a second before we go on break.
Yes, what would you like to discuss?
Well, like, I mean, just to see what happens so that I may or may not discuss things with you over break. So, do you actually take her back to like fuck her?
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh, okay, great.
Yeah.
I wanted confirmation that you're using your sex move. Okay.
Yes. She is a groupie and I have leashed her to my apartment.
Okay, so what had happened was she has her sex move.
Uh-huh.
What a sentence.
When you have sex with someone, they gain the condition one of them. While the condition remains, they count as a part of your gang. You're one of her gang now.
I almost took this playbook. I
Oh.
almost did.
You chose. Oh, I thought you chose the Fey one. This is equally as bad.
No.
So I love that they both made each other their groupie pretty much.
Yeah.
Look, never mind. I'm not gonna say that.
That's funny.
Okay. All right. Sure. Are there any strings attached to this, or is it just
No, that's just a condition you have until that condition is resolved.
cool? Awesome. I should put that under conditions, not where I have it.
Yeah.
So
But what comes with being a groupie?
yeah. So my sex move is declare whether your partner is a groupie or an equal. If they're a groupie, they gain 1 string on you. If they're an equal, you gain 1 string on them. So she gets a string on me.
Okay.
But I
Okay.
think I gave her a string already because that's
Yeah,
what
you
my
did.
Street said.
Yeah. My notes say that you gave her 2 strings and she gave you 1.
I have that she has 1 string, but
Yeah, like
oh yeah, okay, sorry, brain. Yes,
you're good.
yes.
She has a bunch of fucking strings on people. She's got 1 on Apple, she's got 1 on Dane, she's got 2 on you, and then 1 on each member of her fucking crew. All right. I think I just wanted to get like the mechanics out of the way so people at home know, hey, this is a part of Monsterhearts. You gain strings on people so that you can manipulate them later.
Yeah, no, I love how everyone's dealing with like serious stuff and I'm just off on my own getting laid.
You know what? It's City of Mist all over again.
Yes.
Yeah, pretty
Horny,
much.
sad, angry, panic.
Except now I'm in Eddie's spot. That's what's going on right now. Totally in Eddie's spot. What happened to them when that happened?
Oh, and I'm not the wolf this time.
You're not. AJ's the wolf.
Yay.
All right, sick. I think this is an excellent place for us to take a quick break so that our players can stretch their legs, get a drink, because there's a lot of thirst going on. Get Beyonce tickets if they haven't already. No, not yet.
You have Beyonce
Tomorrow,
ticket money?
tomorrow.
Tomorrow, okay. You got Beyonce ticket money?
I had to say it, sorry.
Payday's tomorrow. Well, for me.
No,
at
it
least.
was last week, and I spent it on my mortgage.
Fair.
Adulting.
But I'll be fine. I'll be fine.
All right, y'all. We're gonna take a quick 10, so we'll be back at 9:40 Eastern. So hang tight. Do some self-care. Take your meds if you haven't already. Have some water. Have a snack. Get some candy, and we'll be right back.
Make good choices. Bye.
Bye, ghosties.
널 다시 만났던 그날 하필이면 꿈이지도 않았는데 눈이 마주친 순간 빨개진 너의 얼굴이 아직 날 좋아하나 살짝 궁금해 몰래 다가가 널 내겨볼까 이번엔 뭔가 달라 우리 둘 어떨까 하나 둘셋 언제 이 작년 겨울이 오나 일이 바빠다 문도 잘 못했는데 손에 쥐어진 커피 달달한 향이 다시 떠오르네 아직 날 좋아하나 살짝 궁금해 비친 너의 얼굴이 아직 날 좋아하나 살짝 궁금해 몰래 다가가 놀래켜볼까 이번엔 뭔가 달라 우리 둘 어떨까 하나 둘셋 언제니 작년 겨울이 오나 일이 바빠다 문도 잘 못했는데 손에 쥐어진 커피 날 따라가이 다시 떠오르네 아직 날 좋아하나 살짝 궁금해 몰래 다가가 아니면 꿈이지도 않았는데 눈이 마주친 순간 빨개진 너의 얼굴이 아직 날 좋아하나 살짝 궁금해 몰래 다가가 놀래켜볼까 이번엔 뭔가 달라 우리 둘 어떨까 하나 둘셋 언제니 작년 겨울이 오나 일이 바빠다 문도 잘 못했는데 손에 쥐어진 커피 달달한 향이 다시 떠오르네 아직 날 좋아하나 살짝 궁금해 몰래 다가가 놀래켜볼까 이번엔 뭔가 달라 우리 둘 어떨까 You still into me Are you I think I missed you too 사실 나 너의 이름이 자꾸 떠올라 몰래 다가가 놀래켜볼까 이번엔 뭔가 달라 우리 둘 어떨까
Welcome back, Ghosties, to Gone Ghost, a Monsterhearts 2 mini campaign that definitely is not Danny Phantom with serial numbers rubbed off. Don't tell Butch Hartman. Don't tell him. He's evangelical, and we don't need that. Anyway, so welcome back. We have had a very tumultuous episode with, you know, some people getting fucking shot, some people getting fucking hurt feelings, and some people getting fucked. So, you know, it's a whole chronicle effect today. I think that's the best way of putting it. So I think, so we just saw Lubo run off to his secret meeting place with Apple on the night of tonight, which is a full moon. Oh, thank you, Casper, for the reminder that you got a dip tonight. No worries. And boop boop boop. But we have this like really emotional moment happening on the quad back in the fray. All of the chaos is surrounding all of you. You know, Natalie just shot Ivan with her cannon. That is not an innuendo. That is actually a thing. That it's a like a plasma cannon, like a big pink beam. Shot President Ivan Markov with her cannon. He fell over backwards. It hit him squarely in the heart. But the students that have been like streaming in from other parts of the campus are starting to gather around the scene of like this fight that just occurred. And yeah, and then but Elle, who is a little unstable in her ghost form, glitching, kind of twitching a little bit, after delivering a devastating blow to a bad ghost man. I'm so eloquent. Is comforting Rosemary in this moment in a very like tender embrace. But what is going on between the three of you all right now?
I think Elle sees, well, before anything, Elle sees Natalie just blast the fuck out of Ivan. Look over, see she's in a mood too. Look at the crowd gather. I'm like, maybe we get out of here while I can still get us out of here. And I open my other arm for Natalie to grab one.
2 seconds, and she's gonna she's gonna press buttons on her backpack to compress back down the cannon, but then she's gonna like reach over and start like patting around Vlad's chest pockets to find a wallet, because he's her patron, but he fucking betrayed the trust, so she's gonna take his money.
So the students around y'all are like keeping their distance. They're just watching this because it's, you know, understandably been about 4 years since there's been like open use of monstrous powers this way.
Does anyone seem to recognize my ghost form in the crowd? I wasn't as famous as Dane, but
he's not here.
He's not here at all?
He's not.
Okay.
I think no one except Rosemary and Natalie would recognize you, but only because you like had to be like, hey, this is me. This is real. This is me. This is exactly who I'm meant to be now. Thank you, Casper, for understanding.
I stand Demi Lovato.
Yeah, I mean, he's like top 3 celebrity crushes. Perfect quote to use on me.
This is actually the Disney Channel emulator, not the Nickelodeon emulator. Sorry, everybody.
I mean, Elle just kind of running Demi's new aesthetic, so it kind of fits.
Yeah, true that.
But yeah, so you're rummaging through his chest, like his coat
pockets. Yeah.
Yeah, you know what? Hold on. Let me see what you find. I'm gonna call this okay. Sorry, I'm trying to determine, like, do a keep your cool, actually. What are you afraid of in this moment?
I'm afraid that he's gonna have something that connects me and my dad back to him.
Okay. Roll, keep your cool, roll with cold.
Okay. It's cold. What's my... Okay. That is a 7.
It's a 7? Okay.
Mhm.
Okay. Two things happen. The first thing that happens is that you do find his wallet that and you start rifling through it and you see like a handwritten note in your dad's script that says Markov dash, you better keep her safe. You better protect her. Or else this is all gonna come crashing down. Dash. And then your dad's name.
She's gonna pocket that, take her phone out real quick and snap a picture, and then walk back over to
Well,
Ellen.
before you walk back,
Oh yeah.
do you drop his wallet?
No.
Ah. Before you walk back, you feel a hand around your ankle, pulling you back from walking away.
Terrifying.
I didn't say you could go. You hear his voice growling from the ground. He's got like a bit of a there's a darker tinge to it, usually there's like a gruff, a gravelly tone to it, but this is different. This is guttural. I didn't say you could go. I didn't say you could do anything. And his grip tightens on your ankle.
Elle, get out of here now. We'll meet up. I promise. But get out now.
I look at the crowd and I look at you and I just nod and I wrap my arms back around Rose and I fly us to and then through the wall into my dorm. And then I drop ghost form as I collapse on the bed.
Ivan is in his darkest form, his darkest self right now. His eyes are blood red. Not only just his irises, but the entire like sclera is just blood red. You can see two fangs start to peek out from his canines. His hair falls from the like gray low ponytail that he's kept it in, and it's like from where he's been on the ground, it's matted, tangled, just completely, there's just blades of grass and clumps of dirt in his hair. He like attempts to push himself up from his place on the ground, but cannot quite because you got him square in the heart. What do you do? And if this is crossing a line, please let me know.
It's not. It's more so I'm trying to figure out how to proceed with this. I think the only thing I could really do in this moment is summon up all the old popular Valley Girl energy that she can and release the most white girl scream possible. Be like, ah! I'm
Oh my god, you broke the
Amazing.
sound barrier. The mic didn't pick up any of that.
Want to
I
hear
didn't pick
this?
up a single thing.
For making sure
Incredible.
for people, all she said is, a monster. He has me. He's trying to hurt me. Someone please help.
I guess you haven't actually used any powers.
Yes.
So you know what? Yeah. I love it. You know what? Roll shut someone down.
Let's see here. And what do I roll for that one?
Roll plus
Oh,
cold.
cold. Got it. Of all the times to have the negative and cold. Ooh, okay. That is 10.
A 10. Okay, so you get to choose one of these four. As you're screeching and like just I'm almost imagining Natalie like crouching just a little bit to like activate the diaphragm a little bit more to you get to choose one of these four. They lose a string on you. They have no strings on you. I think
He does have.
yeah, he does.
Yeah.
They gain a condition or you take one forward.
He actually has 2. Yeah, we can sever one of the strings then.
Sick. Yeah. I think with the scream, it just takes him so off guard that like he immediately lets go of your hand. Lets go of your ankle, like and recoils and collapses back on the ground.
He's gonna try to run then.
Red Hair in, thank you so much for the raid. Hi, friends. Thank you so much for raiding in. I hope you're having a wonderful night. Hi. We're playing Monsterhearts, and things are tense right now.
A white man's being creepy at me.
Happy Black History Month.
Black History Month.
This is going to be the through line for the entire game.
This Black History Month, the white man is being creepy and now.
But yeah, she'll try to run as soon as he lets go.
A Russian man, too. Even worse. Ooh. Get out of here, Vladimir Putin.
Get
No one
out of
wants
here.
you. Get out of
Outta
here.
here.
Yeah, Elle, did you let Natalie know where you were going?
I mean, was pretty obvious with the way I flew out. I think she would have saw the direction I went in.
Okay.
It's not a very especially with me glitching out, I can't go fully intangible while I fly away. There's just like little specks of green flashing across the sky as I go.
Oh my god, you can format text messages in Zoom now?
Yes.
Focus. Amber, focus.
Focus.
Don't give somebody with ADHD the ability to make things in color.
Yeah. As someone with ADHD, I found that out and I was like, ooh, buttons.
Look, if you're gonna make anything colorful, make your language colorful, focusing on the
Bitch. Ass and tits. Okay, great. That's my colorful
There you go.
language.
Was that hard?
Ayo. All right, so I would love to do more of this comforting scene with Rosemary before we go into the comforting scene with Apple and Lubo. So Rosemary and Elle, you fly off into the dorms before as all this hell breaks loose. Elle, you said you collapse on your bed as soon as you get in
I
there?
like set Rose on her feet as I fly through, and then I just kind of like turn back to my normal form and just like land on the bed like roughly.
I'm so sorry. I didn't want to cause any of this for you or anybody else.
No, it's not your fault. It was a tense moment and wasn't under your control. It's okay.
I should not have reacted that badly. I'm sorry. I'm really sorry.
No, it's okay. That back at what did you rename the burger place? I forget.
Large lad?
Yeah, back at that large lad incident. I may have lost family, but I know you went through a lot that day too. So I was a little bit in my head the day with talking to Dane earlier, and then I kind of just dove into Ember mode to get out of that. So
I'm still sorry that I pulled you away from that.
it's okay. You're more important than a concert. There'll be more of those later. And I pat the bed next to me for you to like sit down.
She I think she's just like kind of climbs in right next to you and is just like holding you, like, because your darkest self is like shivery and vulnerable.
Yeah,
right?
shivery and vulnerable, and then it's flavored with some of that. Like even in human form, I'm still kind of legit a little bit.
She's I'm imagining it like the way she's like trying to hold you is the way that like it's like deep pressure, like kind of hug in terms of like how she's holding you down, like the way like a weighted blanket might be like trying to be on top of someone. And she's like, I'm not a good replacement for a concert, but if there's anything I can do to make it up to you, I just want to apologize to you and Ava.
You don't need to apologize, and Natalie will understand when she makes here. I'm sure she's kicking Ivan's ass or something at the moment. But you're not a replacement for a concert. You're way better than any concert, even Amber's. We can just relax here, try to calm down, and then we'll talk more when Natalie gets here. And I kind of like, I pull you back and I like lean up against the headboard and I like kind of pull you into my chest, just like hold you there.
I think there's actually, I want to ask something of Pluto the player. Do you think it's Elle's intention to be trying to be sweet on Rosemary right now, or do you think it's only comfort, or do you think there's more to that?
I think it's probably somewhere in between. I mean, she probably does. She looks very fondly at you and Natalie, so I think in this moment of vulnerability, it's a little bit of both comfort and that like sweetness, where you like trying to make you happy, even though like we're both going through some shit at the moment, like putting your needs first.
I'm asking in part because I'm wondering if something like turn someone on is appropriate here, or whether or not, whether it's intended or not, whether you think it's appropriate. This is a question I want to ask.
I'm fine with it.
Pluto. Okay. I guess, yeah. Who do you want it to be the person rolling? Do you want it to be me trying to turn, do you want Rosemary trying to turn Elle on, or Elle trying to turn Rosemary on?
Is this a question
I want
for
you to
me?
have control of the situation. No, well, it's a question for the three of us, I think, actually.
Okay.
Amber, what do you think is the best for mediating this? But also, like, I'm trying to make sure that this follows something that Pluto feels like it fits the dynamics we have as characters and emotions.
I think this is a better question for Pluto, because I'm, whatever dynamic y'all want to play out, I'm here to just be like...
Okay.
Correct.
I think you should probably roll.
Okay. Yeah. Oh, here goes. So this is turn someone on, which is using hot, which I have +2 in, and I rolled 10, so I have a 12.
Nice. So you gain a strain on me.
Yeah, and you choose a reaction from below.
Okay.
Give yourself to me. Promise something you think I want, or get embarrassed and act awkward. What do you think is most appropriate?
I pull you to my chest. So I say that I like, be okay, and then I put my hand like on the side of your face and like tilt your face up, and I look at like that moment of vulnerability in your eyes, and I lean in and kiss you. A very like chaste soft kiss at first, and then we'll see how I'll let you take it from there.
Yeah, I think there is a moment where she's taken aback, especially I think the hand on her cheek catches her off guard more than anything else, because she's like, I fucked up, I did so bad, I'm so sorry. That's the loop going through her head, and her voice is going through the usual like stop start motions that happen, and then you do that, and then it just kind of clicks, and then she like pulls you back in closer for a softer like sweet kiss as well. And I'll put it this way, you can tell it's a very hungry kiss.
Mm-hmm.
There is a definite longing for more, and Ava, you're not helping today. But I think she's also like, and I think she says this with no stopping and no starting, actually. She says, do we want to get into this when Natalie's gonna be here in a sec? I feel like I just fucked up your night and
You
took you away from something.
All the stuff we went through tonight was worth it for this. And I just like pull you like back into a hug and just like start like petting the back of your head.
She basically she just crumbles. She doesn't look for anything more beyond that. She's just like there.
Yeah. I think that's probably the position we're going to be in when Natalie finally makes it to the dorm.
I'm asking this question for just mechanical reasons. Y'all do what you want. Are y'all using your sex moves on each other?
I'm curious because I know Monsterhearts has alternate for like ace relationships and aspects as well. So I'm inclined to say yes from a much more like ace perspective. That for her, this feels like such a moment of vulnerability and tenderness.
I feel like
that
all
it would count for me.
I feel like all the vulnerability between the two of us, but I don't think we're gonna like actually have sex. But I think those moves could trigger in this like moment.
Yeah, I do think it's appropriate. I agree.
I asked that question. Yeah, I know, with like tinged with like the hoo, but also like, I would this be a?
This would be a moment. So
do
you want to read? Do you want to read yours?
Yeah. So mine. I don't know how this works because I'm in my darkest self. But when I have sex with someone, the dark power loses a strain on me and gains a strain on the person. So Ivan would lose a strain on me and gain a strain on Rose.
Sick.
I know something I can do with that.
Okay, I don't think that knocks me out of my darkest self because I have to go back to 0 before that kicks off, but I think it does slow down the glitching a little bit.
Yeah, because here's the thing. It actually works really well with my sex move, because it says when you have sex with someone, see their world in all its terror and wonder. Add 1 to your next roll to travel there or gaze into it. I think there's a moment where like her hand reaches out and a piece of your body that's like starting to like massively glitch, like maybe like your chest, like she's about to sink through, and she like pulls you close against her and like re-solidifies it. But in the process, she has like a horrifying image of Markov's vampiric face just appear, like fangs bare, just like and
I think you would
see.
I think you would see probably like a moment from when he was like training / torture me to be a replacement for Dane. So you see him like ordering me around in that vampiric form, and like me feeling very vulnerable in that moment.
Yeah. So I think I think her eyes actually for a moment when she looks up at you are actually, they go green because they weren't green before. It's just a split second, but it's a sign that she's carrying something from you.
Mm-hmm.
So that's what Natalie comes into.
Yeah, because we all have keys to each other's rooms. You can just walk right in.
Yeah, I think the camera opens as like Natalie walks in the door.
You are muted.
Ava, you're muted.
And I hear you.
A couple things to say. What do we want for dinner? And then afterward, depending on how people feel, I know he's probably going to be knocked out cold or like just down for a while. I got his card. Who wants to go shopping? Get all this done before he can actually do anything, y'all.
I think food would probably be a great idea right now.
Hell yeah, just let me know. We're putting it on his card.
I think that is where we're going to switch to Apple and Lubo. Lubo, before we broke, you had to run away. The moon, you have a interesting relationship with the moon. You know, it makes some of the more feral parts of yourself come out. And you asked Apple to meet you in your secret hiding spot, your little, you know, Willow Smith meet me at the spot kind of moment. And you agreed to meet Apple there. What do you look like when you roll up to meet Apple in your spot?
So, I don't remember what height I said that Lubo was. 5'11"? Or was it even 6?
I remember all of us being like talking.
It was 5'11".
Yeah. So, Lubo is now like 8 feet tall. His fur is black with like specks of white in it. His eyes are gold. Like he's wearing his sweater, which is his hoodie, which is like fully unzipped. The zipper's probably broken because he didn't really have time to let it not be. So it's more kind of a little like on him now. It's like more cropped, and his like pants are a little stressed. You are muted.
I was gonna ask if this is Twilight rules, where like.
Well, it's more like I'm picturing more because it's more of the mixture of the werewolf. He's not like a wolf.
Right.
Like he is full humanoid wolf.
Right.
And like he's a little bit top heavy, but still powerful legs. And shoes totally gone. Hands are bigger with claws out. And kind of like if you were to like look at him, and the notable feature would be like he still kind of has like a long beard at the end of his snout, like just a little bit of beard there that's still like is like, oh, that's Lubo's beard right there. But and this location is kind of like a rundown shack that inside he's supposed to be chained up. But he didn't make it this time to be chained up before the full moon. But even so, since he had already the before thought of like, I need to go to the spot, that is where he ended up.
Oh fuck.
But now he has no direction,
No restraint.
Yeah.
Apple. Oh, do you come
Awesome.
across Apple?
Oh, Apple is there. Apple has
Okay,
been waiting for a while now. I think, let's say maybe 10-15 minutes has been like walking back and forth and just waiting, and turns to see Lubo as a werewolf, and looks at Lubo and says, "Guess we didn't make it this time, huh?"
No.
Come at me, big boy. And they just sort of like do this to get into a fight because Apple knows that this is what will help them somehow, and they need to chain Lubo up because Lubo's gonna hurt a lot of people, and that's gonna hurt him. And Apple doesn't really care about other people, but cares about Lubo's feelings. So they get into the fight. So I guess we get into a fight here.
Yeah. Okay. Sick. Yeah. Okay. I'm gonna have y'all do this, just determining. Actually, do y'all have strings on each other?
Yes, I have.
Yes.
I have a string on him.
And I have a string on them.
Okay. And you marked experience, right, AJ, for turning into your
Yes.
darkest self? Okay, great.
Yes.
All right. I would be willing to let y'all expend strings on each other to like let this fight play out to let Lubo be restrained. And if you want to role play this fight, you could either do that or I'll just let y'all lash out physically, but I'm just afraid of like taking harm and hurting y'all.
I actually have a plan.
Ooh, okay.
Reading the darkest self for Lubo, he actually breaks darkest he escapes his darkest self when he wounds someone that he cares about. And I am willing as a player to let that happen.
Okay. I wasn't sure how you felt about putting yourself in that spot.
Oh yeah, hell yeah, let's do that.
All right. Sick.
I'm a dramatic
Yeah,
bitch.
it's either that or because usually the plan is usually I chain up and then I wait till sunrise because that's
Yeah.
the other way that I go back. But
Yeah.
this is why it's Apple
Mhm.
that is here and not like some
Elle.
random person.
Yeah.
Let's just say that this has not been the first time that Apple has taken damage because of Lubo turning into a werewolf. And Lubo, Apple knows what they need to do. So, we can do the lash out and see how much harm I take. I will happily take it. Because like I
Okay.
said, I'm a dramatic bitch. And I
All
love the
right.
drama.
I hate when bad things happen, but I do love drama. That is my motto.
But also drama.
I have said that a lot in the past couple weeks, but let's see. Lash out physically. Yes, AJ, please. I mean,
All right.
Ava, did you not clock this? Okay.
We've also talked about it on TikTok.
I know we have. We have. So yeah, AJ, please roll to lash out physically.
Jeez. That's a failure. I rolled a 6.
Mark
Damn it.
experience. And yeah, you don't harm Apple.
I'm going to try to restrain. If Lubo doesn't harm me, I'm going to try to restrain him.
Okay.
Yeah,
Do I lash out? Go ahead.
Yeah, I think in that it's kind of like, since it's still early, you can tell that Lubo is trying to restrain himself.
Yeah. So, here to restrain, I would say shut someone down.
Okay. What does that do again?
You roll with cold.
Okay. Ooh. Okay. Wait. Oh, I have a -1 in cold. That's great.
Yeah, if you fail this roll, then I'm gonna say Lubo would get a +1 on the next lash
Okay,
out.
so I got a 7.
Okay, that is a mixed success. So you get to choose one of the following, but you come across poorly and they give you a condition in return. I think the condition is that you get lashed out on.
Okay.
But because you come across poorly with you shutting someone down, which I assume it's like you trying to physically restrain, right?
I'm actually actively encouraging Lubo to hurt me.
Okay.
So I'm getting Lubo mad.
Goading.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's
Yeah.
I'm goading Lubo to get mad at me, and I'm saying like, is that the best that you can do? I thought you could do better than that.
Okay. Yeah. So I think it doesn't come off as like intimidating and like cloying as you think it might.
Yeah.
Yeah. There's probably like
there's
a
fear
little...
there.
Mm-hmm.
I'm
Exactly.
scared to get hurt because it's Lubo. But I do want that to happen.
Unfortunately, I love the smell of fear.
That's great.
Hot.
Let's do this, Lubo.
Ayo. Ayo. Sorry.
You need a moment?
I felt myself go feral for a second.
Only a second?
Yeah, I wasn't ready for that drop in octave at all. Not prepared.
Play on, players.
I'm clipping this later. So am I lashing out again, or what?
Yeah. Oh, sorry.
Or am I restrained?
I got a little flustered. So, all right, Glaiza, you get to choose one of these. So, they can either lose a string on you. You could take one forward. They could gain a condition, or well, you have strings on each other, so they could either lose that string you already have, gain a condition, or you would take one forward for your next roll.
I'll take one forward.
Okay, sick. So making a note of that. I would say you also gain the condition of fearful. Actually, I think that's the condition that you AJ.
I will be afraid.
AJ, go ahead. Try to lash out physically.
Yeah. I mean, look, I can keep on racking up experience so I can get more moves. So
that's why I fail all my rolls in PvP.
Oh my gosh. That is another 6. I rolled a 3 and a 1.
Oh my god. Holy shit.
Did you
wait, hold on.
Did you add the plus one?
Did you add the plus one?
Oh, do I get a plus 1 from
Yeah,
you?
I gave you a plus 1.
Oh, okay. So then that's a mixed success.
Okay. So you do successfully lash out onto Apple. Tell me what it looks like when you actually like strike them.
So I think the first strike was like an attempted like scratch. But since Lubo still had some control, it was kind of like a redirect down. But it was very close to Apple's head. And when Apple showed fear, then Lubo just lunged at them and pinned them to the ground.
Not hot. I mean, what? Great. When I am pinned to the ground, this wolf is on top of me, and Apple smiles and says, do what you need to do.
fans. AJ, do you have a response to that?
I'm
I
trying to
don't.
like.
I'm dead. I have no thoughts.
I think I'm going to choose that they learned something about your true nature.
Ooh.
And you gain a string. So I think, like, that Lubo has been doing, like, you and Lubo has been doing this probably for, I want to say, like 1.5 years.
Mm-hmm.
Like, usually Lubo does this by himself because like, he doesn't want anyone getting involved. He doesn't want anyone worrying about him. And I think you kind of finally see just like, oh, you realize that Lubo really does care about you. And it's been a while since he's cared about someone, since he's like, the last person that he put his trust into was Dane and Decker before the whole situation. And because Dane kind of closed, Dane is he him now? Or is
Yeah.
it
He, him.
Dane has closed himself to everyone, mostly.
Yeah.
And like, Lubo still has Tucker. Decker
Yeah,
has Decker.
Decker
Is the other NPC that we don't like.
Yeah, that's the
Yeah.
random kid that was staring on
like-
the way out of the cafeteria.
He
Yeah,
was
that
being
was
a little
staring at
shit.
Natalie.
He was
Yeah.
being a fuckhead.
Tickle bitties. Tickle bitties.
Tickle
is tough.
That
bitties.
is
Tickle
him.
bitties.
Tickle bitties.
Tickle bitties.
Tickle bitties Tucker.
Big old bitties Tucker.
But you definitely see like the care and how much he doesn't want to hurt you,
Mm-hmm.
and is kind of just like, you know that this is like, even though this is Lubo's true form, this is not Lubo's true actions.
Is there a chance that Lubo remembers what happens when he's in wolf form?
It's like a dream.
Okay. So I just want to make it clear. You're pinning me by with the shoulders, right? My
Mhm.
arms are still able to move.
Yeah.
So Apple's gonna reach out to touch your face and sort of like hold it, stare right into your eyes and say, "It's okay. It's okay. You gotta do what you have to do."
And I think Lubo starts calming down to the point of like, you can like guide him to be restrained again.
And Apple then just sort of like gently, carefully pushes Lubo aside, sort of, and holding Lubo by the scruff, sort of, just walks Lubo to the where inside the shack there's like the chains, and just sort of like gently chains them, and just sits next to him, and like brings out their phone and just plays with it and waits until sunrise.
I love that. Can we take a break for 2 seconds really quickly, just because Pluto's going to have to fix the cameras here in a second?
Yeah, I can do that quick.
Yeah.
I'm gonna probably just when Casper drops, just join from my phone so I don't have to rearrange everything. Just add a blank screen in there.
Okay.
But it's only
sick.
take like 2 seconds. So
We'll be right back. We just have a player has to leave. Love you, Casper. I'm so glad you got laid tonight.
Yay! Happy Black History
You don't have to deal
Month!
with anything. You just got laid.
I didn't
that
have to
for
deal
you.
with anything. Thank you.
Yep, you just had a
Great.
chill
Just vibing
concert.
and fucking.
Honestly,
Collared Santana went and had some fun.
you know what?
Literally everyone was screaming my name by the end of the night. That was great.
You won Monsterhearts, baby.
Yes.
You don't win TTRPGs, but I think you won this.
All right. I'll see you guys next week.
Bye.
right? Yeah. Bye.
Yeah, next week.
See ya.
널 다시 만났던 그날 하필이면 꿈이지도 않았는데 눈이 마주친 순간 빨개진 너의 얼굴이 아직 날 좋아하나 살짝 궁금해 몰래 다가가
welcome back, Ghosties. Thank you so much for allowing us that moment to recoup here. Casper needed to go take care of some matters at home, but everything's fine. But we just wanted to resolve a couple quick things. Rosemary indicated that they have some messages that they would like to send. She would like to send. And then also, Natalie has messages that she would like
Why
to
don't I let Natalie go first? Mine could be a little bit more variable in time, but if it's a quick thing, why don't I let Natalie go first?
So for Natalie, it's gonna be as she's walking to the meetup with Elle and Rosemary.
Mm-hmm.
She takes out her phone and she has like a moment of pause before doing a huge sigh before texting out. I don't erases what he did to you and what he did to Elle is more than the manipulation he did to me. However, erases a little bit. You deserve the vengeance more than I do. But if you ever need an extra gun, just let me know. And she'll attach the picture of Ivan on the ground and send it to Dane. Hoping that he didn't block her after their brief moment of weirdness. Just hoping it went through and she'll go meet with Elle and Rosemary.
I think the text. All right, hold on. Trust me, this is distinct.
Yes.
Do you use an iPhone or an Android in this game? I personally use an Android in real life, and so that's
why... same. I never was an
Okay.
iPhone person, so it's like, God, okay. I think, okay. I'm gonna have to flip for this. Hold on. Hold on.
Important character details.
Yes.
Are you an Android girly or are you an iPhone girly?
Is Valerie an Android or an iPhone? It's a very important.
iPhone, tails, Android.
This is my work phone, and this
Android.
is my... Okay, sick. Okay, because I was gonna say the text bubble goes through, but it's green. But
yeah, that's me.
But not because you're blocked, but because Dane is also an Android user. Yeah, the text goes through. I think there's like, well, now with the new Android update, you can actually see when people are typing to you in messages.
Mm-hmm.
So you actually see like the bubbles come up, and he just goes, haha, sick. And then he texts back, I appreciate it. We'll have to meet up later. But fuck. And then like an extra bubble. Fuck that guy.
Fuck that guy. Also, if you want his credit card number, this is the number. I'm gonna go shopping and get food with people. Reparations, happy Black History Month.
I'll have to pass it to Decker.
There's the black fist. That's it. I'm good now.
He uses the white one because he knows he can't use the black one. Because he's not doing digital blackface. Hell no.
Hell no. Hell no. That's it for me.
See, we can have moments of emotion and emotion and we can have moments of emotion and emotion, Amber, recursion. But we can also have moments of just goofiness. All right, great.
And credit card fraud.
I recommend a lot of things, but I don't recommend credit card fraud, except in this instance. Happy Black History Month, everybody. Steal a white man's credit card. Take his money.
Buy Beyonce tickets for your friends.
Buy Beyonce tickets.
Yeah, we use Ivan's credit card to buy the three of us Beyonce tickets.
Everyone's getting box seats to Beyonce. Everyone gets well, with the exception of Apple, everyone gets their own bottle of Dom Perignon. Apple gets whatever beverage of their choice. And it's fuck. Okay, anyway.
Anyways, I think
went off
Rosemary,
on that fantasy. I'm sorry.
I think Rosemary, if we're jumping ahead to the next day, I think earlier in the morning, like messages Apple actually directly to ask if the two of them could meet shortly before we all get together.
Ooh.
I did want to say too that I would have messaged Dane like right before I went to sleep, but we can come back to that.
Yeah, let's do this scene and then we'll message Shane.
Apple replies with just sure.
Probably where would Apple meet people? I'm kind of curious. What's a good like devil meeting spot for Apple?
What Apple is gonna do before meeting up with Rosemary is that they're going to wake up Lubo, who's already, back to their human form. Lubo, are you clothed at all?
I mean, I like my clothes are still in like on, like my shirt maybe like ripped up and stuff. My sweater is definitely broken because the zipper broke and everything, and my pants are stressed, and I don't have shoes.
Awesome.
But yeah, but I do have change of stuff in my van that I left in the middle of the road.
Apple is going to take off their leather jacket and which I'm going to do right now, and give it to Lubo for Lubo to wear. And we'll take Lubo to the van on their motorcycle and then just drop Lubo off, and then would text just a cafe, and you know what, it's a Starbucks because Apple is the devil, and Apple will totally meet Rosemary in a Starbucks and is like here, and it's just the most Starbucks looking Starbucks in the world, and is like sends this to Rosemary, just a pin, and when you show up, Apple's already there with like the sweetest fucking order. Apple is one of those people that has like the longest order. It's like, I want 2 pumps of this and then make sure it's only this. I don't do this kind of order, but it is the worst kind of order.
Double sleeve, no cup.
Yeah, there we go. And it's just sitting there waiting for Rosemary to show up.
I'm just imagining it's one of those coffees where it's like 70% foam after everything has been added in, or like whipped cream and shit on top, where it's like there's not even coffee after a certain point.
Yeah. There's
it's
no
just
taste
sweet.
of coffee at all. It's just sugar.
I think she comes in and there's I think I will say this directly because Apple is able to read desires and such. There is a mix of desires of one, protection, and another that is definitely much more romantic and affectionate in nature. So that's like immediately based off of how you described how Apple operates. There is that.
Apple takes a sip from their very sweet coffee, looks up and says, I guess I'm not the only one enjoying a sweet treat. How are you, Rosemary?
Well, At least I got my treat legitimately and not extorting people.
How can I help you today? It says you needed to meet me.
I lost control yesterday, and I would like to get back some of that control.
What are you gonna do for me then?
I don't, to be honest, feel like I should have to do anything for you. Because you and I both know what you are.
That's true. But also, you know it doesn't really work that way in my world, though. How about this? You can think about it. I'll give you an advance for now, and you can think about owing me in the future. How about that?
How about instead you remember that I can pull things in here with us if need be, and I'm sure there's someone bigger than you who I could pull in. I'm spending a string to tempt Apple to do what I want, which is give me the medication I need to keep stable.
Awesome.
So that is one of my strings.
That is true.
But I'm putting it in the way that Apple would know, which is basically a threat because I just brought in a dick yesterday. I will bring in a bigger devil. There's always a pecking order in between the realms, and there's got to be someone bigger than you.
Okay, pause. 2 seconds. You said I brought in a dick yesterday. I thought you were gonna say I'm gonna bring in a bigger dick, and then you said pecking order, which is like a penis. So continue.
Thank you. Phallic imagery set aside. Yeah. So basically, for sake of mechanic run through, because I know guys, this is I think you're like one of your first times with Monsterhearts in particular. For playing a string, when I spend it, I can choose one, which is tempt someone to do what I want, which is I'm basically tempting you by nature of how Rosemary thinks Apple operates, which is I'm threatening you. Like, I'm sure someone bigger than you exists. I don't think you want to have to deal with someone bigger than you, which means I lose a string, but it's a temptation and it's your call how you respond from there.
Apple smiles. You've come a long way, Rosemary, since we first met. I like that. I'll give it just this one time.
Thank you for that. I try.
Funny
to
though,
grow.
Funny though, you come here telling me about extorting other people, and yet you do the same thing. But that's okay. I like how I influence you sometimes. And then Apple just reaches for something in their bag and just, uses their power and gives Rosemary what she needs.
For a fun detail, I'm imagining it almost always whenever she gets these from Apple, it smells like sulfur or something like that.
Oh, yeah,
There's
for
always
sure.
a lingering smell like that.
Apple usually it doesn't have that for other people, but just to mess a little bit with Rosemary to understand that she is making a deal with the devil themselves is like adding that extra smell.
I'm gonna make sure you know my prestige. You're gonna remember my rank here, motherfucker. It's essentially the vibe I'm getting.
Here
Which,
you go.
you know what? Fair play. That's all I wanted out of that scene. I just wanted to go have a conversation with Apple. I'm like, I'm gonna be well mentally, maybe not always physically, but I'll be well mentally for someone who I'm interested in. And I will threaten bringing a bigger devil into this place just to deal with you.
This whole confrontation felt like oh my god. The confrontation from Les Mis. At last we see each other strange.
Each other plain. Monsieur
no.
Le Maire.
The theater nerds are here. Oh no.
Yeah.
Shame.
All right, I'm out.
Thank
I
you
know
for
when
your
I'm not
speech.
wanted anymore. It's not my scene. I'm out.
I
Yeah,
am
that
a
was it.
theater
And
nerd as
to me,
well, but not a Les Mis
Something
person.
you must know.
on that note, that sounds like a good spot to just transition over to whatever the scene of us all
Pluto.
getting back together again.
Pluto, what did you want to do?
Yeah. So I'm gonna say this about me in the morning too. So I'm gonna message Dane in the morning and just be like, "Nice email. Some shit went down last night. We probably need to talk." And then I send him a video clip of my hand glitching for a few seconds.
The bubbles on your phone pop up and then disappear. And then pop up and disappear. Pop up and disappear one more time. And then he says how long. He just completely ignores the piece about nice email, but he just responds, how long has that been going on?
I just type back. Hunter showed up, had to transform to fight him, lost control after the fight.
You've been glitching since last night?
Yeah.
What usually works?
I just messaged one word, Ivan.
He may be disposed of for a while.
Yeah. Just wanted you to be aware. We're gonna try to find an alternate solution. Let me know if you can help in any way. But we need to chat soon.
You don't get a text for a couple more minutes. Seemingly while he's thinking.
Mm-hmm.
And then finally, lunch? Question mark.
Sounds good.
Lubo?
I think at that moment, it's just a big group text between all of us, Dane, Decker, and Ramona.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah. Mm-hmm.
And it's just like, Decker just sent me Ivan's card. I'm getting the party. I'm getting 3 party-sized breakfast burritos. Anyone want anything else?
Natalie texts us back real quick. Beloved, how did you think he got the cards? But yes.
Just 3 blackfists.
I just text. I text back. LOL. Meet for brunch.
Breakfast burrito for the culture.
Apple also texts back, carne asada, please. Carne asada fries, please.
I
'Cause I'm
text back a
California.
gif of Megan Thee Stallion twerking.
just see like it's like wait, there's like multiple times the bubbles start showing up. It was like Rosemary's
Several
definitely
people
trying to
are
like
typing.
text something. The several people are typing, and she's like, "Oh no!" You see hers keep disappearing because every time someone else starts, she's like, "Oh no, I don't want to interrupt."
Oh,
Oh,
But
bless her.
finally, she's like, so I don't know. I feel like something kind of light, and she says like a specific like local special that's like it's the fucking like lumberjack equivalent special because she's a big girl and she's gonna eat because I'm gonna be a big gal. I'm gonna eat.
I mean,
Hell yeah.
I also just I used up a lot of energy last night.
You gotta rejuvenate.
Buffet.
Two of
Buffet,
those
man.
party packs are for me.
I
Like those-
just text back, add one more party pack.
Like the big Taco Bell, like 12 taco packs.
Exactly.
Yeah, I am
Yep.
smelling what you're stepping in. Hell
Like-
yeah.
I'm not a werewolf, so
Lubo.
Elle can't put down 3, but Elle definitely needs at least 1 because they also used a lot of energy last night.
Imagining Lubo and Elle double fisting food at some point while we're eating.
Next episode is the food competition.
It's the mukbang episode.
It's a mukbang episode. Everyone goes to Korean barbecue and has a good time and doesn't have any
Hell
hurt
yes.
feelings.
All right.
We just
Korean
listen to
barbecue fucks.
it does. It does. We just listened to Moonlight Sunrise by Twice, like on repeat, and that's Monsterhearts, baby. No. Listen. Stream Shooting Stars by XG. Anyway, so I think actually that's a really good, like, light note for us to end on. So, what an episode, friends. All right, Persona 5 burger eating competition, correct. All right, so let's do this in reverse order. Let's sign off. Lubo, AJ, who are you? Where can people find you? And what's one? I think we're gonna limit to one thing we want to plug, just because
Alright.
it just takes so long.
Okay, fine.
You just have so
Hi.
much.
I'm AJ, also known as Husha Kid. You can find me on the 3 T's of social media, Twitch, Twitter, and TikTok as Husha_Kid, and also Hive as Husha Kid because Twitch was on some shit yesterday. TikTok, Twitter was on some shit yesterday, not Twitch. I am a video editor, TTRPG performer, transcriber, voice actor, variety streamer, and stream technician. On Fridays, yeah, that's right, Fridays, tomorrow at 8 p.m. EST, over on Friends Who Roll Dice, is an all-black Monster of the Week campaign sponsored by Evil Hat Games. Do you want more mess with more reparations and black people? Come on in. It's me, Sailor Scout Austin. I'm not
Carpe Christie.
other people. Carpe
Sade.
Christie. Yes. I should have had that up before I started naming.
I'm trying to be a good ally here. I'm trying to be a good ally.
It's just mess. We had mess last week. It's mess again. I'm playing Enzo, a mess of a spellcaster with a trench coat. So
Is your Bible man?
no, that's a different one that I'm not gonna
Okay.
plug.
Okay.
Because I'm only limited to one.
We had a closing the other night that lasted 20 minutes, and I was like, can't do it. Nope. So that's why I'm making an executive decision. Anyway, in the spirit of executive decisions, Angela.
Hello there, lovelies. My name is Angela Lemus-Mograveja. I use your pronouns, and I was playing Rosemary Saucedo. I'm the creative director for Girls Write These Worlds, and we're working on our second zine, which will, I know someone in the current Zoom chat needs to get me a thing for, as we've already talked about. And
We have.
I love you, Amber. I do. And also, the finale for the season 2 of the Lancer game that I'm going to be in over on Girls Run These Worlds is happening Wednesday, 1 p.m. EST. So I've had a really gay time with being unabashedly like middle-aged, kind of raging dyke over there. So you know what? I've done my duty. I've made the gays proud. That's me.
Excellent. Ava, whomst are you?
My darlings and dears, you're getting the fan. It's your mother, Ava here. Yay! You can find me anywhere at Madam Ava Couture. Mainly I'm on Twitter. Crap, recent things happened. What the plug? I was interviewed by a women of D&D yesterday. So that is available for y'all to peruse over on their Twitter and Coffee. And then also on Saturday, I'm going to be on Tavernauts Twitch channel. We're going to be raising money for trans charity playing Kids on Brooms. I don't know the system that well, so I apologize for that, but that's going to be Saturday for me at 5:30 EST. So find me there. And also reparations. It's Black History Month. I have to pay tickets, money for Beyonce tickets. Also give money to AJ and Casper.
I have links to everyone's Ko-fis on my Twitter, actually, because yes, give money to Black people in Black History Month. Pay your reparations. And all the time, but especially during Black History Month. It is, yeah. All right. My God, I'm shutting down. Glaiza, who are you?
Hey, I'm Glaiza. I go by they, them. I'm a person of many hats. I'm a podcast host. I'm a writer, a variety streamer, a talk show host, currently the director of philanthropy on TTRPG, as well as a partner on the Gremlin Collective. But today I was in front of you as a TTRPG personality, and I played Apple Diyablo because I have the subtlety of a hammer. To see all the stuff I'm in or whatever you need to find me, just check out bio.link/classical Glaiza, or just look for @classical Glaiza everywhere on the socials, but especially on Twitter while it's still running, because I do make all of my announcements there. The only thing I want to plug is TTRPG's Valentine's Day charity stream, Heartbeats, a follow me down one shot with Super Dylan and Chaotic Bunny. We're raising money for conquering CHD, or congenital heart disease, and that's on February 14 at 5 p.m. Pacific, 8 p.m. Eastern. It is going to be very gay, it's going to be very tragic, it's going to be very angsty, as all great tragedies are. And that's it for me. Ooh.
And last but not least, Pluto, who are you and what are you up to?
Way too much, but hey everyone, I am Pluto. I'm a non-binary bisexual streamer. I run games on and playing games on my channel and TIO primarily, and I have a podcast as well, which is what I will choose to plug, because as Black History Month, our guest this week on Me and the Wife's podcast, The Gainer Gossip, is no one other than Casper. We had a nice long talk about a lot of their experience in tabletop, some of their experience with that Howl on the Moon write-in script that they've been working on for literally ages and plug every time they're in a stream, so I got to actually learn about it. So tune in tomorrow for that at 4 p.m. Eastern on our YouTube channel at The Gainer Gossip, as well as on Spotify, Amazon Music, and Podbean.
Damn, I didn't know y'all were on.
Yeah, I got as many as Podbean would let us do without any complicated hoops. Like, I cannot figure out Apple at all. It's so stupid.
It's all good. No worries. All right, and then finally, hi everyone, I'm Amber, also known as the Space Jamber, anywhere there's internet. I'm a TTRPG writer, editor, streamer, all of the above. Things you can find me on that I'm promoting. I was gonna do this tomorrow, but I have no spoons. So I'm looking at sometime in this month to do a charity stream for Girls Rock DC, which is a Black run charity that promotes musical literacy here in Washington, DC. So minor call out, we'll do that. But also the other major thing I'm doing this month is Visigoths versus Moggoths over on Bad House RPG. That is an incredible, also wholesomely horny, but like with significantly fewer like hard feelings game, where we have two warring factions of goths that are going against each other and up to absolute shenaniganery. That's starring amazing people like Kendo Makes Films, April Raygun, Elle from Dice Drop Revolution, and many more. So yeah, check us out Monday at 8 p.m. on Bad House RPG. But that being said, we're running a tight 3 hours here. Let's go ahead and sign off. But thank you so much, everyone, for hanging out tonight. Thank you for being part of this. Oh, let me plug our final 2 sponsors, because we got to make sure the lights stay on here, or else we can't deliver you this great horny content. And that's a travesty. So I want to say thank you to dice crafting group Mithril Armory. Mithril Armory is one of our amazing dice sponsors here on the Initiative Order. If you use code INITIATIVE, you can get 10% off your purchase and see exactly what they have to offer. But if you realize, Mithril Armory, maybe not for me, Norse Foundry, not for me, don't worry, because Taryn from Umbral Oculus Dice has got you covered. Taryn can hook you up with some dice, and you can get 10% off a full set of dice with the code INITIATIVE if you use there. So, yeah, go ahead. Get some dice, treat yourself to something nice. Self-love is really important here on Valentine's Day, and the best gift you can give yourself is a critical success. Okay, anyway, thank you so much for hanging out tonight. Thank you to this amazing cast. We must go to bed and fill our Swiss cheese brains. So, good night. Goodbye, ghosties. Woo.
Fuck turfs.
널 다시 만났던 그날 하필이면 꿈이지도 않았는데 눈이 마주친 순간 빨개진 너의 얼굴이 아직 날 좋아하나 살짝 궁금해. 몰래 다가가 놀래켜볼까. 이번엔 뭔가 달라. 우리 둘 어떨까. 하나 둘 셋. 언제니 작년 겨울이 오나 이리 바빠다 문